Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so I've decided we need some RCS at Minmus Space Beta. I was a little hesitant there. I was forgetting what moon base we were actually launching to. Minmus Space Beta. We are definitely gonna get some fuel there. And if you can see, I made a slight change with the rocket design. I ended up settling with this, and this is the weirdest thing, is I never really made too many changes to my launcher platform. This whole launching platform, I never changed really. If you guys go back to like episode 15, you'll see I ended up making this platform, and I never made any changes to it whatsoever ever since basically then. Few minor updates and stuff like that. I mean, someone mentioned adding orange tanks. I ended up just doing that after testing a lot, and then somebody else offered. They basically said, why don't you put Separatrons on there? You never use Separatrons, and it would be a really good idea to use those, considering you were complaining that a lot of your flights were going sour. And so I slapped those on there, and the flights only got progressively better. Now, I ended up adding this on here just to see what it would do. And overall, I have to say that it really has made a big difference so far. The overall launch, this is my first time using this configuration, but the overall launches and everything else have gotten progressively better and better each time. The amount of fuel burned in the getting to orbit kind of portion has gotten a lot easier. I mean, you can tell right now though that I'm kind of experiencing a little bit of problems, a little bit of jitteriness from the rocket. I cannot explain why it's doing that, but whatever. I think I'll just throttle down a little bit to prevent, because I am pulling a boatload of G's, so thank God this isn't a manned mission. Otherwise those Kerbals would be a little dead right now, or pancakes. Probably pancakes. Kerbal pancakes. Kerbal cakes. There you go. It's a Kerbal cake. Now, I wanted to get the entire RCS tank storage there in one shot, but there's going to be two of these. So, don't get me wrong. It's not like entirely one shot, but, it's pretty darn close. Now, my last launch, because I ended up recording an episode before this, my last launch I was going to use RCS to land. Just purely RCS. That's it. Nothing else. And I ended up changing that configuration for a few reasons. Mostly because, that was just an insane idea. It worked, and it would have worked if I didn't have just an insane amount of stuff on the surface. And it's because my frame rate just plummets the minute I get close to Minmus Space Beta. So, because of that, the landing was somewhat okay. I ended up running this Poodle engine almost all the way down to like 1,500 feet, and then afterwards I separated, and landing was okay, but I ended up getting about, I don't even know, it was probably 500 feet from the surface, and then it was probably like 400 feet, and then there was serious problems. It just overall really bad problems. Bad things happened to a good person, and I nearly cried. And I don't even know why I set this up. I guess I'm being stupid or something. I'll just close that. It was just pure insanity. That's all I can say. the landing with RCS, I would say, would work if you were landing in a place where basically your frame rate wasn't going to plummet to 0 the minute you were getting close to the ground. So it was a really cool idea, though. I mean, it really did work. It's just I don't see it being feasible, at least for Minmus Base Beta. And I'm going to try to be lazy and see if I can get there without even having to change. Yeah, I could probably do that. I'm just gonna definitely, this is gonna save a lot of time and a lot of fuel, sort of. So where's my maneuver node? I think we got plenty of RCS to get there. We have more RCS fuel than we actually have liquid fuel. That's amazing. But yeah, no, I just was having fun. So I think I should answer a few questions. You know, a couple people, or one person in specific, and I'm sorry I do not recall your name. And I don't mean that in any kind of bad way, or that I'm forgetting anyone's names. It's just that I end up reading the comments, and I'll remember the comment, but I won't remember the person who wrote the comment. But somebody was just kind of talking about how their frame rate is so bad, and, wait, yeah, I think I'm gonna wait a minute here. Yeah, get it down to like a minute 20. Yeah, there we go. That looks good to me. Yeah, no, so anyway, somebody was talking about how their frame rate is so bad, and, you know, basically they can't play the game and all that other stuff because their frame rate just plummets the minute that they do anything in this game. And I could offer you some tips. You know, and this is kind of goes for everybody too. Some of the things I did when I was playing on my laptop was, you know, basically, alright, decouple, and, whoa, turn that off, RCS on. I don't know why it freaks out like that sometimes. It's just weird. Well, no, some of the tips I can offer, you know, these are baseline tips, so I don't want to sound like, you know, freaking Dell customer service or something where they're like, oh, did you check to see if it was plugged in? You know, one of the major things I guess I could say about this game, and, you know, this game is kind of like Minecraft in a sense, with its processing. I can almost compare it to, like, a great example with Minecraft is, like, you know, if you got really bad RAM, or if you have really low amounts of RAM, the game experience isn't very good. And some people might question that a little bit, and they might wonder why. Most of the game itself, like, runs off of your RAM. Like, you're generating the world around you based off your RAM, and your processing speed isn't really that important, but it is in a sense. It's really kind of weird to explain, but, you know, with this game, it's also, this game is more CPU dependent. I've noticed. Just 1 second. Still recovering and need a drink. Now, this game isn't, like, overly, I find it to be more CPU intensive than it is graphic intensive in many ways. I mean, in certain things, yeah, the graphics are kind of involved, but mostly CPU. Like, if you got a really bad CPU, it just really doesn't, I don't think this game really is optimized. And that leads me to another thing too. It's just that, you know, you got a lot of you guys are complaining about this game not being able to work well. And that does have to do with the fact that the game isn't very optimized. You know, you're talking about a game that, like, still is beta. And, you know, there's so many things untested, so many things that don't work, so many things not added. And, you know, when you want to break it down, I mean, there's just so many things with this game. I mean, if you guys watch, like, Scott Manley, which I know a lot of you guys do, Wait, what am I doing? Yeah. Because that will, you know, get me in orbit. No, if you guys watch a lot of Scott Man, which I know a lot of you guys do, I mean, I happen to watch some of his videos every now and again. You'll notice that, like, he'll point out a lot of bugs in the game, and that's, like, one of his things. The one thing that I will say that he does well is he does find a lot of bugs in this game, and he points them out, and he shows how bad the bug is, and that's the kind of like one of the good things about, I mean, one thing I really do enjoy about his channel. Many other things I could kind of care less about, which I know some of you guys probably won't like that I say that, but you know, he really does know how to point out the bugs. Now, when it comes down to, wow, I'm really distracted right now. Now, when it comes down to, you know, running this game, the one thing I will say, definitely turn your graphics all the way down. If you guys watch some of my old episodes, you'll notice that my graphics settings really aren't that high in, like, my really old episodes. And that's because I was like some of you, and I was playing on a laptop. And when you're playing on a laptop, not unless if you spent $5,000 or $6,000 on your laptop, it's not really going to play this game, or really any game, that well. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I don't want to have somebody quoted saying that they have a Mac, or they have this, or they have that, and the game runs flawlessly. I'm sure, I'm not going to deny that, but, you know, if you took the same specs and you put it in a PC, or, you know, if you took the same specs and you put it into a desktop, I should say, any kind of desktop system, the game's gonna run 10 times better. There's just, you can't debate against that, like, just flat out can't. It's like comparing an Xbox to, you know, a computer off the shelf, like, you know, not even a computer off the shelf nowadays, but, you know, I'm gonna say, it's like comparing an Xbox to, like, an Alienware or something, you know, something brand new. It's the graphics quality, the processing speed, everything else is going to be so much better on that desktop system, regardless of how much you spend. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, comparing an Xbox to a PC as well is just kind of, you know, it's trivial. So it really all just depends, to be honest. Another really good setting, you know, it's that you can change, and that worked for me, and I still kept it that way because it actually improves the frame rate a lot, is there's a slider. When you open up your settings window, like when you go on your main screen, you go into your settings, there is a key, or what am I talking about? There's a, you'll see where it says set max debris to, like, 0. Now, that is one thing that I will say, yeah, you can do that, because that will improve frame rate, because you're kind of removing some of the entities off of the screen, and the computer doesn't have to generate any physics for any of these things, because pretty much the minute that, you know, they're gone, and that's it. You know, you're never going to see them again. But there's another one behind it that's, like, I can't really tell you the name of it because I did not even check it. But, you know, check it before I made this video. But it's basically, it says something about physics, and I think its base is set to, like, 1.0 or something like that. I have mine set to, like, 0.5 or 0.6, and it has actually improved my frame rate, the overall gameplay, just about everything. You're basically altering the physics in some way, and it seems like it's a little bit less graphic, you know, processor intensive and graphic intensive. So, you know, hopefully you know, some of you guys might be able to change these settings and, you know, you can play at least. What am I doing? I'm burning at the planet? You guys must be all watching me like, what is he doing? Is he like retarded or something? Yeah, I better slow down before like we make a pro pancake, I guess, if you want to call it that. Pro pancakes. Coming to a store near you. Actually, you know, I need to be burning this way. What am I doing? I'm trying to extend this out past here, and I'm like burning directly at the ground. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not with it today. I'm not on my A game. So, all right. Yeah, we're coming in like a freaking asteroid or something. But no, if you guys change the physics thing, I can almost guarantee you you're going to see some improved performance. I can't guarantee you that your game is going to go from running at 1 frame a second to 15 or 20, but if you have, like, let's say moderate gameplay, you know, overall it isn't really that bad, it should improve it to where it makes it fairly decent. That's all I'm saying. Oh my lord. I think I just loaded everything. Alright, let's get this thing in a vertical descent. We're pretty close to the base. And I have to say, from my last episode, when you're like flying like directly above it, it's amazing. You know, you can see everything in pretty good detail. And I think I cut it a little bit short. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it's that good, so I might end up having to keep this Poodle engine on here a little bit longer. I just want to check fuel on it first before I... Whoa. I guess it didn't like that. Yeah, my fuel's okay. That's not bad, but... Let's bring this up to a vertical descent. And I think I'm going to top it off, too. Just... Whoa, there we go. Now we want to go more this way, more towards our moon base. That way we don't have to do much traveling, and it's so awesome. You can kind of see you can see it just from, you know, the ground, like, you know, from 600 feet up. It's amazing. It's so cool. I mean, this moon base thing was just like a really awesome idea. You know, overall, though, I will say it is very challenging. And for those of you who are also building moon bases, I had somebody recommend a crane. Yeah, my voice is really starting to go right now. I'm sorry, guys. Arizona iced tea. It's like almost like the nectar of gods. Alright, I'm gonna drop this right here. And now we're even more maneuverable. And I'm gonna put the gears down. Here we go. Start these engines up. I was really scared that these engines weren't gonna be able to handle it. So it looks like they're doing just fine. I don't know, I might end up calling this episode just a little bit early because I'm just not really feeling so good right now. Explosions! I'm not feeling so great right now, and I don't want to yak on camera. I'm just kidding. No, my voice is just breaking up a little bit, and I'm not really doing so well. But I'll try not talking here for a second while I'm landing. That ought to fix it. Alright, let's get this thing on the ground already. A little less talk, a lot more action, I always say. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. I just don't want this thing to freak out the minute I hit the surface. There we go. So I was hoping you guys all had a good Mother's Day. I forgot to mention that last episode. I had a pretty decent one. My mom has multiple sclerosis, so, if you guys don't know much about that, it's kind of a progressive disease, and, I've been hanging out with her and trying to spend as much time as I could with her, and overall, it was a very good Mother's Day. I got her $100 at the spa, so hopefully she could go out and have some crazy fun at the spa, get her fingernails did, all that good stuffs. But yeah, we have landed our RCS tank for our base on Minmus. So now I think I'm going to switch off and try doing this the RCS way. I think I'm going to not use the crane for this, mostly because I don't think the crane is going to be suitable for this endeavor. So I think we're going to burn through a lot of RCS doing it this way though, but I'm going to try. I don't even know if it's going to be possible, that's all I can say. Well, I think I'm going to have to stick with the good old rocket engine. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to quick save first, and if anything, if I deplete all these resources, I would like to be able to try again, or at least 3 or 4 times. That way, it's always good to leave that option open. A lot of people who play this game really don't leave their options open to themselves, and I think that's kind of one of the main things that I guess everyone in this game, it just tends to neglect. You always want to have multiple options, to keep stuff open for yourself. Don't destroy something for the sake of destroying it just because you want to have fun. And, when you're trying to do something more serious like this, you're better off making it as easy as possible. So this is going to be very weird, though, I can't say that. I think I don't even... Oh my god. RCS. Yeah, see, there's one major problem right there. Hopefully that didn't really do anything that bad to us, so. Alright. It's hard to make sure that you're actually going the right way. Because I'm like watching the nav ball right now, and I'm not really looking at anything else, and I'm like, okay, well, and then I'm looking at my meters a second, I'm like, okay, well, is that meters a second vertical, or is that meters a second horizontal, or whatever? So, I always talk about canceling out the lateral motion in this game, and that's, once you get a very high lateral motion going, it's really hard to get rid of it, especially when you're really close to the surface. That's one of the things that are just kind of a really big problem. Alright, slow down. Yeah, turn those engines off. And, you know what? I think I'm going to call the episode right here, and I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, because chances are I'm probably not going to get it first try. And, yeah, I don't really want to document my failures. I don't really like doing that, but I don't know. You know what? I like you guys. I'll do it on camera. I'll do it on camera. If I fail, though, I'm going to keep doing it until I get it working. So this is going to be my second attempt. Wait, whoa, turn it off. Let's see. Should I quick save right now? Wow, that thing is like really teetering. Yeah, I'm gonna quick save right now. I still got a good amount of resources. I got a little bit closer, so quick save, and yeah, you guys get to have the pleasure of watching a very long episode this time. Alright, so we need to go off to the... Whoa, stop taking off, please. There we go. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Amazing. Yeah, you guys get to have the pleasure of me making an extra long episode for you. That's because I like you. Now we need to work ourselves getting closer to this thing. Hopefully I'm pushing the right key. I don't feel like I am, but I think we are. And thinking is good enough. Let's see. I can't set this as a target. Another thing we really need to get on the space is freaking solar panels too. My god, that has been one of the backbreaking things of this space station, or I mean moon base for a while now. It's just no power has been like the biggest annoyance. Alright, whoa, we're getting close to the ground. Stop it. The worst part is I'm not even remembering what keys I was hitting, and I'm trying to straighten out my descent and my lateral motion a little bit. Alright, we need to just flat out stop. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, get to the ground. There we go. Good spaceship. So now we need to just go this way, and this is going to be very interesting. So I'm gonna turn off. Alright, so this is going to push us. I really just want to make sure I'm pushing the right way before I take this thing off. So get it into hover mode. Alright, let's see what we get here. Either this is going to be a spectacular failure, or it's going to be a crazy, awesome success. So, one or the other. Docking on the surface, untested, untried. It's amazing. And I need to go off to the left a little. This is amazing. Oh my god. If this works though, I'm probably just gonna bring the other one here like right afterwards. So I don't think I'm gonna record that, but you know, I don't know. Somebody's got a motorcycle. It makes lots of noise. Oh, you got a loud motorcycle? It must mean it can go really fast. Alright, alright. This is moment of truth. Oh my god, what am I doing? Wow. Slow down. Wow. Go left. Wow, this is actually working. That is amazing. Normally none of my ideas work. Alright, come on. I'm just gonna rely on this thing actually just docking itself, so we are very close. So I'm gonna try to see if this works. Oh, is it? Is it gonna work? Come on. Oh my god, that wasn't a good idea. Alright. One more, come on. One more for good measure. Come on. Oh god, I think I am back at square one. Wow. So yeah, this has got to be the first time I think I've ever seen a video of anyone doing anything remotely like this, but yeah, so, well, I shouldn't even say video, it's actually me doing it, so I'm just, yeah. Alright, RCS, SAS, work our way over. Wow, this is actually working out a lot better doing it this way. Yeah, yeah, just go in there, go in, go in. Wow, this is just silly. Yeah, just kind of, you know, get in there. Come on. Come on. Come on, little module. Come on. Come on. Better not do that too many times. I'm going to kill my voice. It should just dock up. Dock. I demand you dock. If I turn off the RCS... it should be good enough. This is going to be a really stupid idea. Yeah, that was a really stupid idea. Alright, time to get these back up before this whole thing just falls over. Oh my god. RCS. Come to the date. Save it, save it, save it. Okay. Okay, so I guess we changed which one we are actually going to dock at. Nah, I'm going to try this one more time. I hate having these episodes where I'm just docking the entire episode, so... go off to the left, please. Just turn that engine on a little bit, give us some upward thrust. The up thrust and the down thrust. Okay, we're just working our way over the surface. This is so cool. This is such a good idea. I think instead of building a... I should have just built a sky crane. It probably would have saved me so much time. Let's see, if I just put some... okay, nope, that's moving me the wrong way. I need to go... nope, that's moving me the wrong way. Wow. This is actually a lot harder than it looks, guys, so please give me a break. Watching that altitude, I don't want to be taking off. Wow, it's just working its way off to that way. Yeah. Go left! Please. My god, spacecraft, what are you doing? You're drunk. Go home. Are we close yet? My god. Just get in there, duck. Already. Spacecraft. Wow. This is just... trust me, guys, this is a lot harder than it looks. Come on. Alright, come on, come on. Left, 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 left. There we go. Wow. It's like fighting it. I think it's just because the legs are hitting the spacecraft here. This is very hard. And that's what she said. So I'm gonna try RCS controls. It's just it's not even stable either, so it's just rocking like crazy. Come on, come on, come on, you little bugger. Get on there. Get on there. You know you want to. My hand is sprawled out over the keyboard, guys. My hand is about to break. It's so close. Why isn't it docking? It's like practically dead on. Come on. That's better than dead on. Give me a break. I don't know. Well, I think I'm going to call it here, guys. I don't want to keep you guys too long. And, yeah. So if you like what you see here, subscribe. And, you know, there's always more to come. I'm definitely going to get this thing docked up. It's just a matter of time and effort. So, yeah. I think I've burned a whole tank, half a tank of RCS. Well, half the RCS fuel I was going to put on here. But anyways, guys, I will see you next time.